Howdy, howdy, everybody out there in YouTube land. I do apologize for missing yesterday's video. So we had a 3-day weekend here because of the holiday. So this is technically my Wednesday, if you know what I'm saying. And on my actual Wednesday, I actually got this going on right here. You see this? So obviously, yeah, I do blacksmithing, and so I was working on my forge, and yeah. So be very careful when you're working with molten things. Okay, but it's fine. Doesn't hurt too bad. It's just obviously it makes cardistry moves with my left hand. I can still do some stuff, but I'm not really able to perform anything to that degree that I'd like to be able to. But we'll wait until I heal up. So I figured we would do the nationals this week because of the 4th of July here in the United States. I'm not sure. I think a lot of countries have an Independence Day. Uh, but for us, I figured why not just do the Nationals deck this week. It's got a beautiful green case on it. As you can see, it's already opened up. And it looks like it's got a little heart there on the front, so that's kind of cool. Made in the US of A. So very nice deck to use for this. US regulation, the finest of all of the playing cards. Yeah, so some just really nice designs on here and a really nice green color. So let's get that opened up. Ooh, and it's even continued on the inside of the box with some nice little gold foil work there. It's even got some little stars on the inside there, so that's pretty cool. Of course, these decks that we've been reviewing are THEORY11, so there's a lot of nice stuff to be said there. So I can still do a lot of this stuff. I can still do some springs. But I do a lot of my one-handed stuff with this hand, and I can't really do a lot of that stuff because it goes right to my thumb. It's not so much, like I said, it doesn't hurt so much. It's sore, but it's that I now have this bubble here that changes the depth of a lot of things that I try to do. So that's really what's going on with that. Okay, so looking at the back of the cards, really close there. So you got green in the background and some white. It's actually quite minimalist compared to some of the other designs that we've seen from THEORY11, which I absolutely love. So you've got some rings over here on this side and over here as well. And then you've got the hearts with a snake. Can't go wrong with that design. How do they spread here? Yeah, they'd probably spread better if I was better at doing spreads. Fans are good. I'm getting pretty good with the fans. You know what I'm saying? I got some pretty decent fans out there. Anyway, let's take a look at the faces of these cards. So these cards they are kind of mixed up. So let's take a look here. Like I said, we have been using them a little bit. So the court cards are different, which is absolutely awesome. Some stuff going on here. Nice little. So it's really interesting because the back of the card is quite minimalist, really, compared to what we've seen from other THEORY11. But the court cards have this full customization to them. Not court cards, but all the cards, all the faces have a different look to them, which is really cool. So they're all holding, like, really fancy, very carefully. They're all holding stuff. We do have some jokers here. Let's move those to the back. There's the ace of spades. Let's see if we can find a different ace. So that's a pretty decent pip right there with some foil on it. There's the ace of spades. I don't know how I'm looking at there. It has a little eyeball in it. Ace of diamonds is pretty decent. They got power pips on everything. That's actually a reversible card. So that's cool. Usually the diamonds are, but I really like that. So a little secret for you guys, just in case you're not aware of this, I've talked about it in other videos. If you want a subtle, and it comes with the THEORY11 cards there, as well as the nice little jokers that do look the same. Yeah. So every deck that you buy, except for there's very few decks that have come out that are not one way. So the back of the deck is definitely one way. Okay, for bicycles and things like that. But And I'll show you with the actual bicycle cards. Actually, I've got some right here. So I'll show you how. So this is a two-way design. If I flipped it over, it would be the same. Flip it over, it's the same. Flip it over, it's the same. Flip it over, it's the same. All of that we know. Okay? Because they're diamonds and they're the same both ways. However, if you notice, the middle pieces here, the stems are on the bottom. So if I flipped it over here like this, you've got two facing this way and two facing this way. Okay? So for this one, as you can see, if you have it up, then they're pointing up. If this way, they're pointing down. So this is a one-way card where there's two up, four down. Then there's this way and this way. Now you're thinking, well, how would you know any different if you're shuffling everything up? Well, that's just it. If you're shuffling the deck and all of your multiples are pointed one way, then you know that there's a couple of cards that you can force that are one-way designs. So for instance, if I'm using this little pack right here like this, I know that I've got four up and four down, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give it a pretty good shuffle here. Okay, then we're going to have you pick a card. Right there is going to be your card. Okay, so go ahead and take a look at your card. You can even sign it if you want to. And then we're going to throw it on the floor because that's what we do. Okay. Very good. We're going to go ahead and put it back into the deck. Then we're just going to shuffle that deck up really good. And we can even give it some cuts so you know that it's lost for sure in the pack. Is it on the bottom? Is it on top? It is not. Maybe it's 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nope, that's a 6. So where is your card? Still not on top. Okay, and just to point out, this is a one-way design. Facing down towards you, facing up. Okay, so now I'm looking for the 8. Here it is. And now it's facing down. So just a little crash course for you in how to make any deck a one-way deck where you can force any card that has that type of pattern to it. So just like with this, if we're looking here, clubs, okay? This is a one-way design. See this? He's got his little club on his belt there. So if all of the clubs, this is a two-way design. Two-way design. Okay, but this one is clearly a one-way design. So I can do the same idea with this, where I just turn it around, and now it's the other way. This here, one-way design, because you have 3 rings. One is facing down. If I were to turn it over, now it's facing up. Okay, one-way design. Stem at the bottom, stem at the, and then the bulb at the top. If I turn it around, it'd be different. So as you can see, there's 2 facing this way, 1 facing this way. Even though that they're shaped differently than they normally would be, it's still only a one-way design. So that is something interesting to keep an eye on. If you wanted a basic trick, you could do something with that. If you wanted another trick, then of course you could do something like this. And just make sure that you don't lose the 3 at the bottom there. The 2 rather. Okay, if you're going to do a trick like that, make sure that you really get a good mix of cards. You really want to make sure that everything is mixed up as best as you possibly can, so that you know for a fact, and I'm getting my thumb caught up in here right there, that kind of hurt a little bit. That was a butcher job for sure, but either way it's fine because nothing's mixed up. So those are some false cuts that I've been practicing. That second one I did there was not as good as I would have liked like to bend. Let's see if I can get a little bit smoother here. That one's a little bit harder because it requires me to ride on my thumb there. So I like that one. The other one, you got a couple ones that are good. That one's pretty decent. The one I like is, just something like that, and it's sometimes you won't even notice. Even looking at the camera here, if I go to do a cut, it just looks like I'm grabbing another one, something, but it's all the same. It's all the same. So I've been practicing a lot of false cuts. I've been practicing the false shuffle. I haven't really got down yet as far as retaining a stack because I'm going to start doing some stack work. So there's stuff coming. That's why I said stuff is coming. But yes, these are the nationals. Fantastic from THEORY11. I mean, what else can be said about THEORY11? It's THEORY11. We all know it's awesome. Okay, so I do apologize for being late this week with this video. We're taking it really slow. We're getting into July, but I wanted to talk to you about something here really quick that's going to be happening in August. I know, right? So big stuff happening for August. So here's what's happening, people. Here's what's happening. If you follow the Magic Guys Discord, then you know that we've launched the Tarbell Challenge. Okay, so we've been called out by Bob Possible, and the Magic Guys are on board. So in August, that gives everybody enough time. So here's what I recommend. You should be able to find the books online because it's open source document. And there are 8 books. So from August to the end of September, yes, 2 months. One a week for 8 weeks. We do one trick from book 1 all the way to book 8. Okay, so one trick a week. So it's not like Trick a Day May where you had to do 30 tricks. We're talking 8 tricks total, one from each book per week. Okay, now I'm guessing that you could just do like jump around books, but we're going to just go from 1 to 8 all the way up, book 1, trick 1. That's what we're going to do, right? For 2 months. Now here's the awesome thing, right? We've got giveaways that we've got to send out here. We're going to have all the giveaways sent out by the end of the month, and I do apologize. Some of you who haven't got ones that I've already sent out, I'll check on them as best as I can, but right now, once it leaves our country, there really isn't any. Once it leaves the United States, there's no tracking. So it's really a blind shoot here. So I do apologize if something gets lost in the mail. I will be sending out more stuff. I just can't replace the stuff that gets lost. Unfortunately, that's just a total loss for both of us. But we'll definitely make sure that we're going to send out the giveaways by the end of July. Like I said, July stuff's going to go out. We're going to start posting videos for a couple of routines that I'm working on. I want to say it's a 3 is a good number. So a 3-phase coin routine I'm working on. I've got a 3-phase card trick that I'm working on. It's a routine actually. So it's actually 3 card tricks combined. And we're going to try to create these 5 to 10 minute segments that we can then link together in different ways. So that's what we've been working on. So lots of stuff's happening, but we're going to be doing the Tarbell Challenge in August, which is also my birthday month. So we're going to be doing a big giveaway in August. I haven't figured out what it is. It's probably going to be another half brick. It might even be another set from Canis Lupus, if that's still going on, or it might just be something else altogether. So here we are at the new house. We still have to get the studio set up. I've been working out in the garage with the blacksmithing stuff a lot lately. It's actually out there. I have a project that I've been working on. It's actually a leather deck box. So I'll try to show you that in the next video. So I have a leather deck box. I have to finish it. I have to get the cover flap done with a locking mechanism, and then I also want to put on a belt loop so I can wear it on my belt. So that's what I've been working on. So there's been some stuff happening there. I do want to launch my, I don't know what to call it, music channel. Why not? A music channel, that way I'll post stuff here every once in a while, but I'll put everything on that page. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll have that up probably in the next couple of weeks as well. I have thought about doing a blacksmithing channel, so if any of you guys are interested in anything like that, just me out in the workshop, just kind of messing around. We can try doing that. We'll see how it goes. We're just having a good time here. So thank you guys for joining me. I was going to do this as well, but I forgot. So who doesn't like a good wand twirl? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wand drop. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This was what year were these from? Who knows? The Nationals from THEORY11. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is actually a deck that I would probably... It's got a nice green color. It's pretty minimalist. It's got a lot going for it. I would definitely consider using this on the regular. For sure. It's got enough character with the cards. It's got a historical reference to it. They've got like little diamonds on them. They've just got some really cool designs on them. So I would definitely recommend using these every day. Why not? Okay. Thank you guys. I apologize for being one day late this week on getting this video out. We do have more videos coming your way. I tried to use the camera, but my laptop doesn't like it. So I can't edit stuff for this content. So everything's just impromptu on the phone. And we'll just do it that way. Why not? We'll just have a good time. So thank you guys. I know I keep trying to sign off and then I keep saying more. So stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.